This video was intended to inform and educate the public.
What you gonna do?
Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Okay, let me see your hands. Okay, what's going on? Okay. What is going on?
He's in there. He's got 2 knives with him.
Is what?
In the bedroom. 2 knives.
Get out, get out. Hey, come here.
Get out of the house.
What are you doing? Let me see your hands right now.
What you gonna do when they come for you?
Hello everybody, and welcome once again to another video here on the Junkyard News. And in today's video news story, we have Phoenix police release video of officer shooting man wielding a knife who was walking away. The Phoenix Police Department released video on Monday of an officer who shot at a suspect who was wielding a knife earlier this month. The video shows officers entering a mobile home and found a man holding knives. The video shows officers invited into the home as they were told there was a man towards the bedrooms holding a knife.
Phoenix 911, where is your emergency?
Yes, sir. My son is here. He's been arguing with me all day, and I think he's on something.
What's
Anyway, he violated. Excuse me?
Apartment business?
It's mobile home. He's here. He's in the bedroom.
Any weapons?
Here. No, not that I know. Earlier, he grabbed a knife and something, you know.
Where's the knife at now?
I don't know. I don't know where he is. I took it away from him, but my specialist, I don't know where he left it. I want you to come real slow.
Is it a kitchen knife or what kind of knife?
No, it's where I do the cakes, you know, when I bake cakes and I do the frosting to decorate them. I use that. He went and grabbed it from the kitchen.
Officers were called to the mobile home after the man's mother called 911 and said her son, who had a warrant out for his arrest, had been on intoxicants and argued with her all day. Police entered the mobile home, and after coming across the man, commands were given to the individual to drop the knife, which were ignored. As you will see in the video, the suspect at one point starts going into the living room where his mother is, although she is off camera, but he does stop, and as he turns to walk away, being at that moment no threat to anyone, the officer fires a shot, striking the individual in the arm. After he briefly retreated into the bedroom, surprised that he was shot, he does eventually come out of the bedroom and gets on the kitchen floor. But when he does not immediately comply with officers' commands to get on his belly and all the way on the ground, a taser is used as the officers attempt to place him in handcuffs. Medical personnel did arrive and treat him for his injuries to his arm, and he was taken to the local hospital. After his release, he was booked into jail on multiple felonies, which included aggravated assault. The officer who pulled the trigger has been with the department for 23 years. Now, the question I pose to you is, would an officer be justified in shooting a suspect that had a knife if they are walking away and not immediately posing a threat to anyone? Now, the justification for an officer shooting a suspect who has a knife, but who is walking away, does depend on the totality of the circumstances, which include whether the suspect does pose at that moment an immediate and significant threat to others or the officer. In general, law enforcement's use of deadly force is governed by the principle of objective reasonableness under the Fourth Amendment, as established by the U.S. Supreme Court in Graham v. Connor back in 1989. Here's some key considerations. The imminent threat to others, like if the suspect is walking towards another person and there is a reasonable belief that the suspect poses an immediate danger to others, as in the intent or opportunity to use the knife on someone. An officer may be justified in using deadly force to protect potential victims. And of course, we've all heard the imminent threat to an officer excuse. If the suspect has previously threatened an officer and continues to present a danger, turning back suddenly or charging at an officer or acting erratically, deadly force may be deemed reasonable. Each jurisdiction does have specific laws and guidelines governing use of force. Some emphasize de-escalation while others provide broader latitude for officer discretion. But if a suspect is walking away and does not pose a direct, immediate threat to anyone, the use of deadly force would likely not be justified. For example, if the suspect is leaving the scene without apparent intent to harm others, or if an officer has time and space to seek backup and deploy less lethal methods. Now, law enforcement across the country claim that they emphasize de-escalation tactics to resolve situations without resorting to deadly force whenever possible. Officers are supposed to be trained to consider alternatives like maintaining a safe distance, establishing communication, and using non-lethal tools unless the suspect's actions necessitate immediate intervention. Now, although each case is unique, and the ultimate determination on whether deadly force would be justified would likely involve internal reviews, legal scrutiny, and potential public input. So that's what I pose to you. Public input. The comment section is a great place to give your feedback on this shooting. I understand it was a tense situation, but it does seem, according to the body cam footage, that at the very moment the officer decides to pull the trigger, the individual looks to be walking away.
No! Oh, fucking rust.
But it's not my place to tell you what to think. The comment section is a great place for your opinion. Thank you again for watching this episode of the Junkyard News. Be careful, people. I'm telling you, the next contact you have with a Leo may lead you to be the focus of our next video here on the Junkyard News. Thanks again.
Phoenix 911, where is your emergency?
Yes, sir. My son is here. He's been arguing with me all day, and I think he's on something.
What's the
Anyway, he
address?
violated. Excuse me?
Apartment, business?
It's mobile home. He's here. He's in the bedroom.
Any
He's
weapons?
in here. No, not that I know. Earlier, he grabbed a knife and something, you know.
Where's the knife at now?
husband- I don't know. I don't know where he is. I took it away from him, but my specialist, I don't know where he left it. I want you to come real slow. And
Is it a
check it.
kitchen knife or what kind of knife?
No, it's where I do the cake, you know, when I bake cakes and I do the frosting to decorate them. I use that. He went and grabbed it from the kitchen.
On the way to the call, officers did a records check which showed the caller's son had an outstanding warrant for his arrest. When officers arrived, they knocked on the door where they were met by a man and a woman. Both of them motioned for officers to come in. The woman told officers her son had 2 knives and he was in the bedroom. The officers told the woman to leave the home, but she stayed inside and made her way to the living room. Officers saw a man in the threshold of one of the bedrooms and ordered the man to show his hands. The man then came out of the bedroom with a knife in one hand and an object in the other. Officers ordered him to drop the knife, but the man refused to do so and walked towards the living room. One of the officers fired his handgun, striking the man, who then ran into a bedroom.
Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Okay, let me see your hands. Okay, what's going on? Okay, what is going on?
Yeah, he's in there. He's got 2 knives with him.
Is what?
In the bedroom. 2 knives.
Get out, get out. Hey, come here. Get out of the house. What are you doing? Let me see your hands right now. See your hands right now.
He's got some knives in the back of the house.
Let's go. That's it. Nobody's doing nothing.
Let me see your hands right now.
They're arguing. I'm trying to break them up.
Come out here with your hands up right now.
Ma'am, get out of the house.
Come out here right now.
No.
Angel, you're under arrest, man. You need to come out with your hands up now.
For what?
Come out right now.
I'm not the problem. No.
Guys, hold here. I'm gonna go get that door.
Where's the
They're
warrant?
not.
Where's
They're
the
not.
warrant?
They're not.
See your hands right now.
You guys are lethal. We're gonna push in. Come on, you Scott. I got Taser.
Dude. Hey, put the knives down
I'm
now.
not.
You're under
I'm
arrest.
not under arrest for shit.
Put the knife down.
No. Oh, fucking rust. Rust.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
On the ground! Down!
On the ground. Get on the ground.
While the man was inside the room, the man dropped the knife and threw an object onto the kitchen floor. After the man was handcuffed, the fire department responded and transferred him to the hospital, where he was treated for a gunshot wound to his arm and released. The man was interviewed by detectives and booked into jail on multiple felonies to include aggravated assault. No one else was injured during the incident. The knife used by the suspect was found in one of the bedrooms. A pepper spray bottle was also found on the kitchen floor. The officer involved in this incident is assigned to the Black Mountain Precinct and has been with the department for over 23 years. This incident is subject of a criminal investigation to be reviewed by the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. It is also subject of an administrative investigation. Conclusions about whether the actions of the officers are consistent with department policy and the law will not be made until all facts are known and the investigation is complete.
This video was intended to inform and educate the public.